Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my IELTS Batch 2 subscribers lesson. It's Saturday morning here, and our local time is 6:53 a.m. Hello, Elizabeth. I've just invited you to join. Can you hear me? Thanks for the subscription, Elizabeth. Do you know how to join? When you see the screen says join, you have to click on it. Then you can come and talk to me. Or if you're not able to join, you have to log out and re-log in. Sometimes this system and the app has some glitch, and sometimes members are not able to join straight away. So in that case, they have to log out from the app and re-log. So join me, Elizabeth, if you're free. Good morning, May.
Hello, good day, sir. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you doing today, May?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, teacher. How about you, teacher? How are you today?
I'm all right. Thanks for the same question. Um, Two people have joined in this lesson, but I don't think they are active at the moment. One of them is Elizabeth. Let me find it. Where are the other people? Few new people have joined. You, one of them. Yeah, there is Aradia, Mr. Key, Ali, and today joined Elizabeth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So May, how is everything going on?
This week has been very hectic for me. I've been going to class and then doing project and then making some manuscript to to join in a local conference. So it's pretty tough, but I'm trying my best still.
Okay. Um. So is this class is bit helpful for you? That's my question because you are not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get your question. Well, actually, yes, sir. I'm pretty much taking knowledge from what I have been learning from you from previous meeting, especially on writing, academic writing, how to write a good passage. So I have to make sure that I make a good introduction and then how to make the body analyzing, making a comparison, then lastly making a conclusion. So it's been a good thing, good knowledge for me to improve my writing for the manuscript.
Okay. And did you get your writing back?
To be honest, I haven't checked my email. Sorry, sir. I'll check it.
And your topic was dowry, right?
Yes.
I checked it and emailed you back a while ago.
Okay, let me check it. Oh yes, I already received.
Hmm. If you see the number sign, that is the part where I, amended and edited or corrected your sentence.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I saw some marks. These are some of the parts which I need to make correction, right?
I have done it
Um,
already for you to just
oh,
mark.
thank you. So I think I'm going to make a comparison from my first essay to the one that you have been make correction to add correction on it.
Okay. Remember that it's important for you, for anyone who is listening to us, and academic writing or research paper or presentation or publication, your grammar must be accurate because it is going to be published somewhere internationally. If a reader finds that really there is problem with your grammar, then it will
Yeah.
really uh, give you bad idea about the person, about you. Okay. However,
Yes, sir.
let me share you the tricky point. If your writing has got grammar mistakes, possibly no one is going to publish it because it is an academic writing. Remember, academic research paper, academic publication.
Yeah.
They might come back to you and saying, edit or change your writing.
Yeah. I heard from my senior, from PhD student and master student, some of them they got some um they receive like a major revision or minor revision, and the reviewer said that one of the things that they need to improve are their writing. So they have to redo it again, and at some point they need to like hire a professional to do the proofreading for their manuscript, something like.
That's right. Proofreading is a very lucrative job.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it helps you good way to develop your grammar as well as spelling, punctuation. So it is basically all about grammar, and the grammar not only is just grammar. There is punctuation. Remember, there is capitalization, and there is grammatical accuracy, important, different kinds of grammar, and the spelling of the words.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
because
sir.
many a time I have noticed that our learners tend to mix both American spelling and British spelling in the same writing. Do not do it.
Yes, sir.
In the same writing, you can't mix do different kinds of spelling.
Yes, sir.
It is devalue the quality of your research paper.
Yes.
Okay, so is there any other things you like to know from the academic writing, or otherwise we'll go for some speaking task or maybe listening if you're interested.
Well, I will go to your arrangement, sir. Whatever your arrangement is good for me, I think. It doesn't matter whether to look further into writing, or we want to move to other skill, either in reading or listening. I will go according to your arrangement, sir.
Mhm. Okay. But as a matter of fact, sometimes to bring changes, uh, like reading or maybe writing or maybe speaking or maybe listening, where I try to bring all these four features one after another so that the class becomes interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how long you have to finish? I mean, how many months you have got remaining to finish your? You're doing your masters, right?
No, actually, still in undergrad. Right now, from the proposal itself, it's going to be the due is to be around in April 29. But in by the end of this month itself, I'm going to have a local conference to attend. I have submitted my abstract, and they accepted my abstract. So now I'm working on the full paper. Well, it should be submitted next week,
Oh,
just before the conference begin.
all right. And what is your topic again? I forgot. You don't know.
My yeah, my topic is about how to perform assessment on risk for underwater pipeline due to drop and drag anchor.
Risk assessment,
Yes,
drop and
drag
dra-
anchor.
drop and drag.
Yes.
That's
So it is mainly because this data I got from one of the oil and gas company, and they have like facility like underground pipelines, and because there are some condition where ships are passing by above the water area, um, in some condition where the ship may um, throw their anchor, there may be possibilities for the anchor to um, drop in the pipeline itself, and there is a possibility that the risk for uh, leakage containment might occur, something like that.
okay. So what I understand is that in some areas of river water, when there is pipelines, when any anchor falls down on the top of this pipeline, it may
Yes.
it may be damaged. Yeah, it
Yes, exactly, sir.
there may be leakage.
Precisely.
If it
Yes,
if it
precisely.
happens, how do you someone identifies that?
That's why we try to develop like some methodology from the paper which has already performed similar study, and we also do based on some um, practice code, for example, from DNV recommended practice, and how we try to actually predict the probability. So we actually looking at the probability of the anchor which going to be fall into the water and eventually hit the pipeline. And after that we try to map the risk, how big is the risk for our underwater pipeline to be hit by those event of anchor dropping, something like that. Then we try to make a recommendation for the risk mitigation.
Hmm. Uh, this your project seems to be very expensive because you need qualified human resources. You need good resources of money as well. Because if you are to do something underneath the water, qualified people should be employed to do that. Skilled people, trained people, and also obviously they can't do without the enough uh, having the resources of money, because the pipe
Yeah.
is underneath the river or the sea. Okay, and someone
Yes,
has to
yes,
go there, dive there, and fix the problem if there is any problem like leakage,
yes,
which is really really a risky job in if you compare.
yeah. But in my case, I only got the data from my supervisor because, like, he's actually working in cooperation with this certain company, and like he's doing project for them, and they share some of the data, and he make a small project team under him, which consists of me and some of the student who's doing this. And because I've been involved in this project for several months, and I'm asking for his permission whether the thing that I've been working, could it be published into some local conference. And then he said, why not? This is also part of the um, education, something like.
Hmm.
So I just received the raw data, teacher, actually.
And now my question is, the data you have got, how do you know it is the valid data?
Um, Actually, when I was working on it, there are several occasions which I'm presenting the progress of my work to the partner itself to see whether this is on track or not, in accordance to the code, practice code of the industry or not, something like that.
Okay. And how did your supervisor get those data? This is my question.
Um, this one, um, I don't know to be exact, but he's like um, working in a project with this person from the industry, and then they start to, not only him actually, but he also invited some of consultant who conduct the inspection for the underwater pipelines, and perhaps this is the data came from my understanding. But yeah, maybe I should ask my senior to be more exact.
Okay. Because when you are going to give the reference of this data, what would be your resource? You have to write the resource. Where did you get it? How did you get it? You need to write the procedure.
Oh, yes, yes.
Remember that you
For
can't
this,
present any data without having the valid resource or source or the link.
oh, yes, sir. I will take note that. I'm
Hmm.
going to make sure it once again because initially it is said that it's from the like a measurement inspection measurement which was performed by another party, for example inspection party or something similar to that.
Okay. All right then. Hello, Uthman. Welcome. Saika, welcome. All right. The matter is that when you're writing like this type of resources, if it is a primary data, that's fine. That you have to write like this, like after discussing in focus group. Focus group. This word.
Focus group,
Have you ever heard it? Focus group.
you mean focus group discussion or is it
Yeah.
different term?
Yeah. The focus group discussion is kind of data collection procedure through which you interview in a group with different people to get your data, which is your primary data or valid data.
Oh yes. Actually, this was performed by another team member. It wasn't me. So this person actually went to the site to interview with the operator who do the inspection and other things which related to the perhaps maintenance activity regarding the underwater pipeline.
Mhm. So your project is only the in your own area, the pipeline, or
Yeah.
whole country.
No, only this specific pipeline.
Great. It seems to be a time-consuming matter for me, but yes, that is why you're going to do your research project.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Remember that the basic part of doing your project or research is that we have to find out the oh Renuka, welcome. You have subscribed the gap or find out the missing part, how it can be developed in the future. And that is the part of the research.
Yes, sir.
Let me see if she has subscribed to this lesson or not. Yes, she has subscribed to this lesson. So, Renuka, thanks for the subscription. If you are free, please do join. I've invited her. Similarly, I invited Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
You are. So, Renuka, where are you from?
I'm from Telangana. I'm from India.
And tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, what do you do and
Yeah,
why did you subscribe to my lesson?
yeah, actually, I want to be fluent. So your your followers are
Say,
hello.
say again.
No, I am new here, so I don't know about this. Just I don't
Mm,
know.
okay. So you like to be a good speaker. That is what you said.
Yeah, I want to be a good speaker.
All right, that's great. And may I know what do you do?
Actually, I'm searching for a job in IT sector, so that's why I want to be a fluent.
I want to be fluent speaker, not fluent
Okay,
speaker.
I want to fluent speaker. Yeah.
Right. So when did you finish your studies?
Yeah, in 2017, I have completed post graduation and I'm married. I have one daughter. So, so now I'm searching for job.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She's 3 years old now.
3. Okay. So you got married in 2018?
Sorry,
When did you
can
get
you?
married? Which year?
In I was in 22 years, 2017.
You got married in 2017.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So welcome. This
Yeah, thank you.
okay. How it works? Did you join by uh, trial basis class or by subscription in a monthly basis?
So I don't know about it. Can you explain, please? Like I just joined through flow.
Okay.
It's
So here how it works. At the moment there
mm,
are promotions going on. Number one, you can join any teacher for 2 lessons freely on a trial
mm-hmm.
basis. And if you
Okay.
think that after that, oh, these lessons are really good, then you have to subscribe. And you use the Hallo app, there is a code 30% discount.
Okay. Can you
Right. I'm
how
writing
much
it.
the fee cost? Uh,
I'm writing it for you, okay? There is someone else join as well. Who is it? Let me bring the person. Is it Ali? Okay. So uh, every week you will get 2 lessons for an hour. Excuse me. Ali, welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay.
How's everything, everyone?
Everything's fine. Just give me one quick second. Let me explain Renuka how these classes work. So,
Yes, very.
and also helpful for you. So these classes are based on every Saturdays and Sundays.
Mhm.
Okay, and it is my time 7 o'clock, 7 to 8, only 1 hour lesson weekly twice. From the next week, our time is going forward. So the 7 o'clock class will be going to 8 o'clock, but I'm going to change it possibly. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me, to maintain the time in Saturday and Sunday morning. So once again, Renuka and Ali, these classes are weekly twice, only an hour, Saturday and Sunday. My time at the moment, 7 a.m. UK time, because I'm based in the UK. And so you are going to get 8 lessons in a month. You have to be on the class on time. That's the matter. If you don't come, you're going to miss the lesson. It will not be repeated, but it will be recorded and saved underneath my account's name and also in my YouTube channel. You can watch it from there if you want to. Apart from this, when I go public live stream, you can always join there and you can join freely. Then you will have more chance and opportunity to talk and practice your English, especially your grammar, your speaking, or any other topic you like to discuss.
Yes.
Okay. And on an average, every month I go at least 20 times free live stream so that you can join and talk to me. And there is no
Mhm.
timetable when I go, because whenever I'm free, I try to go and bring all my subscribers to talk to me. Okay, any other questions, Renuka?
Okay, that's good. That's good, teacher.
Okay, Ali, any other question?
No, 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 that's good.
Okay, so
You can.
this is the first time Ali and Renuka have joined. I'd like to introduce May. May, would you like to introduce yourself to them?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the time and opportunity, sir. Hello, Ali and Renuka. Nice to meet you. My name is Mai. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a student right now, and I'm also taking class in Teacher Rahat Ali in order to improve, especially my academic writing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Renuka, would you like
Yeah.
to?
Oh, may I know where are you from? You are
I'm from England, but as
England.
yeah,
Okay.
but I was not born here. Okay, I migrated here 18 years ago from Middle East, but I was born in Bangladesh. So I came through a lot of way. I from Bangladesh, I traveled to Saudi Arabia to get a job as a pharmacist.
Mhm.
I learned Arabic language. I stayed there 4 years. That was in 2000 to 2004. And in 2004, I got the job opportunity to work for the British government in the healthcare sector. I'm a clinical pharmacist. So I came to this country, and since 2004, I've been living in this country. Okay, so and also I studied more, and I'm still studying. I joined on Hallo when it started in 2000. Uh, 2000, it's 2020, that is
Oh,
2020 in March, just before the pandemic. So you can say I'm one of the oldest teachers in that sense who started from the beginning. There are a few other teachers as well, like Ryan, I'm sure may know them. Ryan, Khadija, and Haley, our CEO June, Ben. Those are American teachers, Canadian teachers as well. I'm trying to remember who else is here. Ahmed, teacher Ahmed, who lives in Poland.
okay. Mhm.
So on the Hello, we have got around 300 teachers from different countries, and most of them are Americans teacher. There are a few Canadian, few teachers from.
Any Indian tutor is there?
Recently, two tutors joined from India, but I don't see them. They are taking any classes.
Okay.
One of them is Upasana Sharma. Another one is Annie. Okay, and there is another lady joined. I don't see her anymore. Uh, yes, Annie and Upasana. But this app has strong policy. If a teacher doesn't take classes more than 4 weeks, they would be removed automatically, because you have joined as a teacher to help and support our students. And if you don't take the lessons and classes, then there is no point to keep you as a teacher. We have got very strong policy, unfortunately. A teacher should be proactive, professional, punctual, and must be well conversant with the students to help and support them. You understand now, yeah, Ali and
Yeah,
Renuk and May. Because if I cannot help you, then what's the point of subscribing my lesson, right?
Yes,
yeah, yes.
Exactly, and we get many complaint as well from about many teachers, because teachers do not come to the class. They don't like to teach anything. Students subscribe to them with money, but teachers are not on the class, which is really not a good professional way to interact with the students. Okay, so these are the basic rules here. We must always use in English. Okay, this is another important code of conduct of this app. We have to be respectful to each and everyone. It doesn't matter whether it's a student or a teacher or anyone. We don't discuss sensitive issues like politics, religions, or any other issues that might be harmful for anyone, any community, or any country. And if somebody bullies you, says bad things, you can always report. We have got admin team who takes care of those people. We send them notice, suspension notice, warning. In some cases, we ban their account. Okay, by the way, I'm also working as a part of the main Hello team, so these are the rules. I know how it works. Okay, welcome Renuka and Ali. Let us talk to Ali. Ali, welcome. Where are you from? Ali, are you there? I think I lost him. Okay, let me bring him. So, Renuka, how long have you been learning English?
Yeah, it's been 4 months.
For the last 4 months, you have been using this app?
Last 4 months. No. I'm using other application. Just now I installed this application. Today I install, but I'm have been learning English last 3 months.
Only 3 months? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah,
So when you studied your bachelor's or post graduation, was it in English?
yeah. It is in English, but it's just for exams, not for speaking.
Oh, I got your point.
Yeah.
Okay, so May is a research student from Indonesia. She has subscribed this lesson to develop her academic writing, and most of the times, students join this lesson because I give all the information about IELTS exam, and I'm
Oh,
sure you may know about it. IELTS exam is one of the certificate exams that is
mm-hmm.
needed to study in English-speaking countries, especially undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, research level, doctoral level, or training or registration. And
Okay.
also in some countries, if you want to work like Canada, Australia, or New Zealand, or the UK or European countries, you need to sit for IELTS exam to get a good
Mm-hmm.
score if you want to migrate
Yeah.
there. So there are two types of tests: academic, as you can see from the name, it is needed for the studies, and general
Mm-hmm.
test for the immigration. And then score 1 to 9. 9 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. And four sections they deal like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And most of the cases, our learners find that speaking is the hardest part. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they find that after that, writing is the hardest part.
Yeah. In my point of view, I can chat like and I can write, but while I'm speaking, I can like I'm feeling fumble sometimes.
Okay. And why do you fumble, you think? What's the reason of hesitation?
When you ask any question, I will give that answer, but you give any topic, that time my mind goes blank. So sometimes I forgot that particular words.
Hmm. Okay. This is one of the tests of IELTS exam, to
Mhm.
discuss or talk about a topic at least 2 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay. So we'll go through with you first one by one question, and after that, maybe when you're prepared, we'll go discussing a topic. Okay.
yeah.
But please remember, and also it's for me as well, you have to practice and study a little bit at home. Only an hour with me is not enough, honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So make
Mm-hmm.
a plan from today for
Mm-hmm.
Renuka. Keep a
Yes, sir.
notebook, how and what you're going to learn. Remember,
Yes, sir.
these all are interrelated: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. These are all interrelated. One cannot go with the another.
Okay, sir.
And most of the cases, what happens when you think something or when you speak something, you write the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the challenging question is, whenever you're talking, are you talking in the correct way or not? Though many people say that grammar is not needed, that is wrong. In IELTS exam, you have to know grammar. Otherwise, you cannot write anything correctly, or you cannot say
Yeah.
anything correctly. Yes, Renuka?
Yeah. Lot of members they told to me no need of grammar while speaking. You can go with your flow.
That is totally wrong.
Mm.
Can you see the page I have shared?
Yeah, I can see examiners or like some.
Okay, fluency in coherence in IELTS exam, and not only IELTS
Mhm.
exam, in
Yeah.
all English test, including IELTS, TOEFL, there are CELTAs, Delta, then Australian
Mm.
test, Pearson test, and many other tests, Duolingo test.
Mm.
Here, there is marks in grammar. You can see that 25% marks in grammar.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Okay,
Grammar.
and
Yes. Yeah.
also 25% in your pronunciation. Remember
Mm.
that it is pronunciation, not the accent. There are thousands
Mm.
of accents around the world, but only two types of pronunciation: British IPA, British pronunciation,
Mm.
and the
Mhm.
American pronunciation. And you got to be careful which one you like to follow.
Okay.
Okay, this I was explaining to May as well, and also in the written part or writing techniques, there are two types of
Mhm.
spelling as well: British English spelling and American English spelling. Do not mix it up. if you want to get good marks. If you mix it up, the examiner will think that you don't know the difference of these two English. But being a candidate or being a research student, you must be aware how writing goes on.
Yeah.
Okay, so May and Renuka, let's go on today with one-to-one question and answer.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yes,
if
sir.
if you have got any questions, remember, please always stop me and ask me. And also, you have been added automatically the subscriber chat, where you can always send me messages if you have got any questions. And also, if you want to get your writing checked, you can email me. My email address is in my subscriber chat already, but if it is not there, I'm going to send you the email one more time. Like May sent a letter last week, I mean a topic. I checked it and I gave her the feedback. Similarly, Renuka, if you want to get your writing checked by me, you have to send me email. Remember that you have to write in Word format, Microsoft Word. Do not write in PDF. Then I'll not be able to check it. I cannot edit it PDF format. Any other questions before I start, Renuka?
No, no.
Sorry, I can't hear your voice.
Hello, I'm audible.
No, check your connection, the microphone.
Yeah, now it's fine.
It's better than before. Is that your daughter's photo?
Yeah, yeah, my daughter.
How old is she now? 3 years, you said?
She's 3 years old.
Okay. So welcome. There are many of my students who have got 3, 4 children. That's really good. And two of my students study PhD in Cambridge University. You'll be surprised to know that. There are many PhD students in my subscriber list from different countries.
So, anyone from India like me?
No, I was born in Bangladesh.
Okay.
So my first studies, I mean school, college and universities, first degrees were from there. So post-graduation in clinical pharmacy, I completed from my country and worked as an industrial pharmacist. Then I went to Saudi Arabia. I said to you earlier. Then I came to this country. I studied from the University of Manchester. Then
Okay.
after that, I completed my MBA in public health major and my minor is microeconomics. I did my teacher training degree from the UK. Okay, I'm still trying to study more. I like studying, honestly. I work as a part-time teacher here. I work for the National Health Service for the UK government in the pharmacy sector. And I have worked quite a few countries as a part of the government job, like Germany, Falkland Islands, Wales, and different parts of the UK. I can speak in Hindi, Urdu, Arabic. Oh, where is she gone? May, are you there?
Yes, yes, teacher, I'm listening.
She was asking a question, but I think her connection is gone. I can't see her anymore on the screen. Can you see her?
Yes, I can see.
Renuka, are you
She's
there?
still.
Maybe she's only listening to us. I can't see her on my screen anymore. And Ali as well. So
Oh,
Ali and Renuka, please log out and relog in. Okay, so May, this is one of the common
yes, sir.
questions. Introduce yourself and what would be your answer?
My answer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would explain about me and maybe my background of education, my hobby and interest, and
Tell
my
me,
experience.
don't tell me a
Oh,
general answer. Tell me, how do you like to answer?
okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Maimuna. I'm from Indonesia. I am a student. Currently, I'm studying in industrial engineering department, but at the same time, I'm doing research and involved in a project regarding risk analysis in underwater pipeline. And my hobbies are singing, taking exercise, and then at my free time, I also like to read novels. And I usually spend my work days by obviously studying and also involvement in my research project. And during my weekend, I would spend my day by doing light exercise and also another exercise that could refresh my energy and stamina. And in addition to that, I'm aspire to be a person who could contribute to society either by research or by apa ya? By research. Okay, that's all for my introduction.
Remember, you need to finish your whole sentence. Yeah. By
Yeah.
by what?
Yes.
Th-
Sorry.
Picture
So I
picture it. You're presenting this topic to the group of professionals. You can be.
oh, okay.
You have to remember that if you're finishing something, finish it. Do not use by. Yeah. Finish before by.
Oh, okay. I will take note of that.
Yes, you should, because this is one of the parts of the research student that you have to present their topic. And also for being a PhD student, sometimes you need to take classes as well. Junior students or your supervisor may ask, "Hey, mate, today go to this class and give them a lecture about, say, your research topic, what you're learning."
Yeah. Yeah. Precisely, teacher. Exactly what I'm experiencing like right now. But instead of um working as a PhD student, because I'm just an undergraduate, so sometimes I give tutorials for my junior. So is that also include to my introduction to teacher?
Yes, you can highlight whatever you do, like you
Okay.
guide them, supervise the junior students. Okay, you help them understand, you help them exploring your department or maybe other topics.
Oh, all right.
Hello, Kadir. Welcome. Arabic name. Ahlan wa sahlan. Okay, I remember that you can tell as much things as possible in your introduction, but do not take more than 2 to 3 minutes when you're talking. And
Oh,
some things you must not tell in the introduction. You have not told them yet, but many people explain, like, "Hey, I'm 24 years old. I'm 19 years old." No, you don't have to tell your age. Nobody bothers you about your age when you're introducing yourself, especially professional introduction. They don't need to know about your age. Number one, avoid age. They don't need to know about your political belief. Avoid it. They don't need to know about your religious belief. Avoid it. They don't need to know about your marital status. Hey, I'm married, I'm single. No, it is a professional interaction. They don't have to know. These are private questions. Remember that. Okay? And if you are in a business or a job, they don't have to know how much you're earning from there. This is too much private question. Okay? So avoid
okay, sir.
telling your age, marital status, your political or religious belief, your salary. Avoid this type of personal question in introduction.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And this
Yes.
in very often in IELTS exam, there are two questions. Sorry, always confusing. Number one, I'm writing it. How do I address you? And what's your address?
Oh, okay. You can address me by my name. Just call me Mae. And then my address is in South Jakarta, Indonesia.
Hmm. Excuse me, sorry. So this question is one of the common questions. What's your address and how do I address you? Look, what's your address? When you're saying address, did you notice the differentiation? Address and address. This is the actually matter of pronunciation or the tone where you have to use The first one, hey, what is your address? That your location, where do you live? And how do you address you? That means what should I call you? That is a verb. In the address, location, it's a noun. Noun and verb, there is a differentiation of the pronunciation of and the sound. And if somebody is confused, then think that they're asking your address for the second question. Like it happened to a few of my students as well. They said the teacher, the examiner asked, how do I address you? I told my address where I live. I said, no, that is wrong answer. Okay.
Yes.
So in order to differentiate, once again, Maimuna, I'm going to explain an amazing technique if you can remember. There are hundreds of verbs, I mean words that can be used as a verb as well as noun. But there is a pronunciation differentiation. They are different in their intonation and tone and pronunciation. If it is noun, like for example this word, address, address. If it is noun, our tone comes from up to down, like address. Notice it, address, noun. If it is verb, it is the other round. We stress on the second part. So it is down to upper intonation, like address. Did you get the point?
Yes. I got your point, sir. It's about the intonation. If we want to say as noun, the intonation should be address. So from up going down, and the other way, if we want to say this word as verb, so the intonation should be from down going up. It become address.
Very good. Let me test some other words. Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
so remember, this technique is applicable when there are two syllables in the word. You know the syllables, right? May.
Yes.
Okay, syllable is the technique how you can break the word for better pronunciation. Like there is single syllable, bisyllable, polysyllable. So for polysyllable, bisyllable, the rule is same. Now this word, if you want to use it as noun, how do you pronounce it?
Contract.
Make a sentence, please.
Tomorrow I'm going to sign the contract with pharmacy firm.
Very good. Congratulations for a new contract.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Okay, now
Yeah.
as a verb,
As a verb, it's going to be contract.
in a sentence,
Could you please give me a moment to think about a sentence using contract as a verb? It's a little
do,
bit difficult.
do you know the meaning? If you know
Mm,
the meaning, it will be easier for you.
Contract is shrinking. Is
Shrink,
it?
shorten,
So,
make it
yeah,
small
shorten.
or smaller.
Okay. There are some materials in which if we apply wrong method during washing, the material will contract.
Very good sentence, complex sentence. Wow. You see,
Thank
when
you.
you're using compound or complex sentence, your sentences become valuable and it becomes more meaningful. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
I'll suggest you to practice a little bit, writing compound and complex sentences wherever possible. If not, that's fine.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Can I express one concern about making compound and complex sentences? Because actually in my own native language, I also make sentence using the compound or complex structure. But sometimes the structures is become too complicated until we become confused, which is the subject being explained. So in English, it's going to be something disastrous if the thing that I'm experiencing in my native language is carried on in English. So, do you have any tips for me, sir, to avoid those confusion in determining the subject in
Okay.
compound sentence?
So the suggestion would be write it and read it again. And if you think that it is not correct, it doesn't make sense, then change it. I believe that the problem is here because you're translating from your mother tongue. If
Yeah,
so, if you
that's
can
right.
stop translating and just try to do in English way, would be the best option. But as a learner, sometimes we do that. That's true. That we try to translate it from our mother tongue, and it becomes really confusing sentence. That is true. You are not the only one who said this. I've heard this explanation from other people as well. So the best option is, once again, MA, try to know the accurate grammar. If you think that the subject is not really understandable or the sentence doesn't make any sense, then don't write it. I always use these four words when you're writing any sentence, like it should be complete, number one, meaningful, logical, and sensible. I'm sure you understand these four things, main complete. A sentence must be complete when you're writing or speaking. Like you're saying something, but, and you stop, it is incomplete. If you say but, you have to use another word. Now,
Okay.
if a sentence is not sensible, like you're writing something, but it is not giving any meaning at all, then
Oh, yes.
you have to restructure it possibly. Okay, if it is not logical, like for example, what is a logical sentence? Say, if you say uh, logical sentence is also connected to your grammatical accuracy. Like if you're explaining something in the winter, but you're giving the examples of summer, that is not logical. Okay, that's just the
Yeah.
opposite. Or if you're saying that you're talking about a boy, but you're trying to indicate it's a girl, it is not logical. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the
Yes.
simplest way to explain it. And meaningful, as you know, from the sentence, people will be able to understand what you are trying to say. Are you trying to give your opinion? Are you trying to dispute about the comment, or are you trying to give a data or anything else?
Okay.
Or
Yes.
okay, and my suggestion would be, because you have to develop a writing, practice writing every day, either through the laptop or computer or manually. But nowadays, people don't write manually anymore. All the research students, they use laptop or computer because it is hassle. In research
Yeah.
paper, you're going to complete undergraduate. If you're to study in PhD program in the future, you'll find that in research, this paper, it contains minimum 50,000 to 80,000 words, which is like a book, because it is your work. And how does a student do that? You'll be surprised to know they will start doing from the year one. Whatever you're finding, you're writing, you're updating your data, your research, your observation, your analysis, your comparison, your resources. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen overnight. It happens slowly. But some
Yeah.
students, what they do, they leave it at the last moment, which is no good for the research students. If you're research students, don't leave anything for the last moment, and always keep a backup. Okay, backup of a
Oh, yes.
writing, because if the computer is damaged, okay, then
Yes. It often quite often to me. It happened quite often to me.
okay. So how do you keep your backup? That is a very easy way. Whatever you write, keep a copy in your email attachment, because you can open your email anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
or
Yes. This is good. Thank you for your suggestion. I never thought about this.
or
During this time, I just pick up using like cloud, but I'm actually at the limit of my cloud capacity.
okay, but if your that account is, say, you can't open it, then you're finished. Sorry to say that. So it's better to keep it in Google Drive or OneDrive or email attachment, all of your
Oh,
important copies. It happened to me as well. You'll be surprised to know my computer died before the assignment day. Luckily, I had a copy with my email attachment. So I went to the computer shop and I had to do it there.
Thank you for the suggestion, teacher.
No worries. And remember that when you're writing something, yeah, try to be focused on the topic, whatever you're writing. And also bear in mind that in writing, we do not use many English words that we use in speaking. Yeah, you got to be careful. I've seen people are using, idioms in their writing, in academic writing. Don't use it. We don't use, those idioms that we use in our speaking. It doesn't give you value. Rather, it brings devalued, I should say.
Oh, okay. We'll take note of that, sir.
Thank you. And remember
No.
this rule of pronunciation. If it is a verb, it is always the same rule: down intonation to upper intonation. So you have to stress on the second part of the word. Okay, like another word I'm writing. Yeah. Can you see this word?
Yes. Contrast. Contrast.
Contrast, like concoct. There are many words that starts with C, letter C. Excuse me. Sorry for this. Okay. And if you have got any more writing, you can send it to my email attachment. I'll
Yes, sir.
have a look.
Actually, I was about to ask you,
Excuse me.
maybe in the coming week, maybe next week, I don't know whether it's on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to send you my draft of manuscript. Uh, would you please to look over it and give some perhaps highlight on the things that I need to make some revision to my draft.
Sure. That's not a problem.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. No worries. Okay. And also, in order to have good writing practice, you need to read lots of, published articles, research paper, possibly books, and go to valid valid sources. And what are the valid sources? We do not accept those things as a valid sources, like Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, newspaper. Remember that we don't take them as a valid source. Okay, Maimuna,
Mm,
why not giving a reference of a newspaper? It will not give you value. Your assessor will not take it seriously.
excuse me, may I ask you, sir, for example, like in my country, some ministry, they provide like some of law. I don't know how to say in English. Peraturan menteri. It's like ministry edict, something like that. But they do not publish it into a book or something, but they just put it on the internet with ministry edict number this one and the year of this, and then stamped and signed by the ministry, and we can access it through the internet. But as we know that the source is from the website, but it is a valid source, right? I mean, like, because it was issued by ministry. In your opinion, sir, how to put that in the reference?
Okay, so you're saying your government has some publication that doesn't come as a uh, valid resource, but it is in government's website, right?
Yes.
Remember that government's websites are acceptable some cases and most of the cases. Okay, so in that case, you have to write our Minister, say, for Education. Uh, from this declaration, you have to mention the declaration number, date, and time,
Yes.
and then you have to just cite that that website. We've got 15 seconds.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow again. You take care.
Thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Bye.
Goodbye.